I am a veteran. I lost both legs in Vietnam.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
My victory was getting my benefits and a good education.
DAV helps veterans of every generation get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran. I didn't want to admit it, but I have PTSD.
So veterans can reach victories, great and small.
My victory was finding help and learning that I wasn't alone.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Motorcycle riders are our neighbors, friends, the banker, restaurant chef, and maybe the pastor in your local church. More motorcycles are on the road than ever before in Arkansas, and it's time we started looking out for them. Look back a second time before you make that turn, or before you pull out in an intersection. It might take 2 seconds, but it just might save a neighbor's life. Take 2 for Arkansas. It's worth it. Look twice for motorcycles. A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
Hi, I'm Samuel Totten, and you're watching Fayetteville Public Access Television.
Let me tell you a little bit about what we're going to be doing tonight. It's going to be a little different than our previous slams. I'm going to run through the rules, and then you'll see what the little wrinkles are tonight. Rule 1, poems must be original. So the person who's reading it is the person who wrote it. They must be unaccompanied. There won't be any funny hats, costumes, bells, whistles, nothing that's a prop. The poet is allowed exactly 3 minutes at the microphone, and any little funny little comments or bows or curtsies will be part of that 3 minutes. So the minute you step up to the mic and open your mouth, they start timing. And the clock will not stop for anything. There is a penalty for poets that go over 3 minutes. It works out to a half a point for every 10 seconds over. There's a 10-second grace period, and then at 11 seconds, they lose half a point. A big, important slam rule is that judges' decisions are final and not subject to question. Tonight, we're going to have 3 rounds. We have 10 competitors. These are the people that have won in slams in the last 4 months, January through April. So these are people who have won and who have agreed that they would like to go to the August Slam in Portland, Oregon, and that they're ready and willing to do the preparation it'll take, grueling practice between now and August. So we'll have 3 rounds. Each poet will get to read once each round. This way the judges get to see them 3 times, you get to see them 3 times, and we can kind of even out. Nobody's going to live or die by one poem. The judges are going to, their judging will be anonymous. They're not going to be lifting up the scores any longer. They're just going to write them on a piece of paper, pass them to the timekeeper who will announce the scores, but won't say which judge scored which, did which score. And the totals for maximum drama, the totals will be held to the end, and it'll be a total for the whole evening for each poet. We're also, as usual, we're going to operate under Karate Slam tournament rules. That is, the first 3 poets will come up and read, the judges will hear the first 3 poets, and then they will score them after they've heard the first 3 poets. They're going to make a little note of what their first impression was, but this will give them a chance and give all of you a chance to see kind of what the competition is and what the realistic score for each one. Historically, the first couple of readers have always suffered. Their scores are awfully low, and scores tend to go up as the night goes on, so we want to kind of even that out. Also, with the 3 rounds, you saw the poets all up here drawing numbers. What they drew was a piece of paper that gave their placing for the first, second, and third round, and it was mixed so that each poet will appear early in one round, the middle of another round, and late in another round, so that it's as fair as we can possibly make it. Okay, let me introduce our judges. We have, on the end here, Laura Wright. Next to her is Hernan Ipuche. Next to him is Roman Para. Then we've got Jackie Morey and Joya Pope. Our timekeeper tonight, a seasoned professional, is Michelle Earhart. And she's teamed up with scorekeeper Michael Whippard. Okay, let's get the list and we'll get started on our first round. And just a reminder, just hold your impressions for the first round, and we'll score after we've heard the three posts. Okay, our first competitor for the evening is Marty Evans.
I'm Marty Evans. This poem is delivered in the hope that Budweiser will never sponsor a poetry event, and that God will have mercy on our center of the universe and send a huge meteorite crashing down on Pat Buchanan's campaign headquarters. This poem is entitled, Where Are the Poets? Where are the poets hiding out in undergrounds of various construction, building castles in the sky, both real and imagined? Where are you poets, satisfied like smug neutered tomcats, conjuring cutesy little rhymes, cynical, drinking, lithium taking, deluding ourselves to oblivion? Come forward now, you poets. They're taking sizes for jackboots to stomp a mean dance through the streets.
Whip out your leather strap, baby, to sharpen your razor's edge.
Or shall we sing like merry fools while civilization's burning?
Come out of hiding, you poets. Don't let them spin us into just another fashion statement lit up like a silver Christmas tree prancing down a cocaine runway with a chest full of silicone.
Don't let them make us into one more 30-second soundbite, proudly sponsoring a citrus-flavored malt beverage.
May we never, ever find ourselves whining on talk shows, every other soap opera, psychic hotline infomercial, wedged between video segments of some long-haired Aryan steroid boy screaming about the wonders of some strapping-on-your-ass physical fitness fixture. Out of the fallout shelter, you poets, before the bastards raise the walls and are upon us like the plague. You, who are poets, take on responsibility for everything concerning humanity. It is you who must redeem the concentration camps and the bestialities of police. With your words, you must never cease to pick away at the foundation of affluent regimes. Now is the time, you poets. You must tear away at the world, forcing it to emerge, burst from its insect shell, endlessly without reprieve. Thank you.
And we'll go on to our next competitor. Next reader is Brenda Moosey.
Might have been driving that car, piloting that white convertible like a landlocked plane over the Austin Hills. You straddling the white line at 3 a.m. screaming, "Do you love me?" Wind singing your words like a banner behind you. It must have been me sitting buck naked on the rolled up top. My arms strung out, legs spread wide, feet looped behind the seat. sifted from flying in the face of the sky each time there was a dip in the bee cage road. Anaconda rolled like water boiling. I used to wonder why you like to roll with me in the boneyard. Why to sit of pine and rose and honeysuckle citrus corn deep through my flesh like a burrowing mole looking for the sweetest root. Ah, how you never noticed I should in the heat of summer. When you parted my leg, the sin of decay preceded you there, pushing to my womb before you, leaving a layer of death and salt in the soil. Oh God, I used to wonder how the side of me rocking in the cold marble arms grasping monuments and bleed into red granite could make you weep, could make you cradle me and rock me and sing, baby. Anaconda rolls like water boiling, coals loop around the ankles, living tattoos slipping between the thighs, stealthy feet. I open like a fold for you. I split my skin like a wet, ripe husk. Muskmelon orange, tomato red, and sweet warm pulp blood purple. I've moved aside, leaving you room to crawl inside my skin a shell. I have said in a jagged whisper, do you love me? My words falling down my mouth like petals down a well. Ain't no peace. Ain't no peace. Ain't no peace. Anaconda rolls like water boiling. Coals loop around the ankles, living tattoos slipping between the thighs, curling up the spine, squeezing fat from tissue and marrow from the bone. A stealthy thief anaconda steals my sleep like thunder.
So our next reader is Bill Davenport.
True love. It's got a rhythm, it's got a vibe. It moves so much faster than the speed of sound, there's nothing you can do but hold on. True love, it burns so bright, like white hot metal on the edge of a knife. It's sharp, it's hot, it's dangerous as hell, but you still gotta reach out and touch. You gotta lay down your sanity, your morals, your goals, and grab a hold, because it's the taste of life. Moving fast and sharp and slicing thin air, eyes deep and exploring like a tiger's stare. True love comes flying across the room at you to snatch your soul straight out of your chest, leaving your mouth dry, pulse ringing in your head, every nerve alive and every hair on end. And as your vision fades to white and your knees begin to fail, you find yourself standing under love's ancient old spell. And you realize for this you have scrambled and dug till your fingers have bled and your body has ached. And you have to ask yourself, do you have what it takes? Do you have the force down deep inside to return the emotion that's found you this night?
Bagworms has a fairly long title. Bagworms, the larval form of certain moths, they prey on juniper and cedar trees, fashioning protective individual silk bags, usually covered with plant debris. Okay, now for the poem. They know it will never happen again. But she visits him as they pluck bagworms from the tree over his drive, watch them emerge through silken socks and rough outer clothes. She knows she won't tell him her dreams of him. He knows he will not reveal that he wants her to want him.
them bad words, they chorus, throwing all they can find in their locks. She watches him burn them, sees them shrivel and pop, making flames too hot to grow old. They know it will never happen again. But in the thoughts they hold between them, it has never stopped. Thank you.
Is Lisa Martinovich. The politically incorrect fantasy. Have you ever had a fantasy come true, but you didn't know it was your fantasy until sometime after you got it? Because this fantasy was so far removed from what you ever imagined wanting for yourself that your conscious mind wouldn't dream of it. So it simmered for years or decades in your subconscious, every so often surfacing as the inexplicable attraction to someone wholly inappropriate. In which case you hurried to cram it into your mental basement, slamming the doors you ran to safety. After that, it only came out in dreams, when you could tell yourself, with all Jungian detachment, that man with the gun and the black hat actually represents my childhood rage. Certainly not a literal attraction. Like this, you go on. Fantasy submerged by political correctitude, since PC begins at home, the way you censor your dreams and fantasies because they don't fit the logic pictures you painted yourself into. Then, one day, you wake up to discover you're madly in love with a chain-smoking, meat-eating, redneck Republican macho man who calls women girls and sleeps with a rifle and a crossbow under his bed. And you say, wait a minute. I am a highly educated, evolved, sophisticated, independent, left-wing, vegetarian feminist. This can't be my fantasy. But you notice how you can't stop stroking and adoring him, taking pictures, posing him all hairy and shirtless with cowboy hat, rifle slung over shoulder, cigarette dangling from lip. You're making him the Marlboro man and sending pictures to straight male starved girlfriends in San Francisco, gloating and intoxicated with inappropriateness. And your friends and family write letters concerned about your diet, safety, and sanity, and you're wondering too because this fantasy has galloped far beyond your ability to control it. So you try breaking up with him, and you try not seeing him, but all you can do is think about him and how this fantasy has subsumed all your rational fantasies of appropriate men because you thought Mr. Right had to be a brilliant, sensitive, tofu-eating soul who's on good terms with his inner child, and suddenly that fantasy has all the appeal of a stale rice cake. Instead, you're making love with Mr. Redneck Red Meat who isn't sure if that thing is a labia or an ovary. And it don't matter because he sure knows how to make it sing. And the way he says, boy, howdy, after you come makes you melt like cheese on a Mr. Burger where he took you for Valentine's Day and you were so touched. No red roast 5-star Mr. Tofu could have turned your crank no better. Now you're starting to talk like him and you don't even want to fight it no more. So you go ahead and do the only logical thing. You saddle up, you strap on your 6-shooter, and you ride that pony till you find out just what else your subconscious has been hiding from you. Okay, poet number 8 is Sloane Davis.
This is my testament to substance abuse. It's called The Killing Exhaust. Drudging in a garbage can life, out all weapons to keep on. Drinking at 10 in the morning, passing out past 2. It's the great circle of life and cyclical behavior. The streets of small towns might not have as many shadows as the grown-up, more sophisticated cities, but they sweat and bleed just the same. The game is played on every level. Instead of a rundown tenement building, they wallow in trailer parks where the decay of human trash is brought forth daily. I've been in a one-room hell, 6 stories above the sidewalks, smoking crack, feeling numb. I've been in a clean trailer with velvet posters of Elvis, snorting crank, burning, drinking beer like oxygen, because at that moment it doesn't affect you. And crawling back home, staring at the ceiling, or dreaming out the window, the stereo, it's playing something, anything, but you don't pay it any mind. My father showed me the way. He's over 50 now, and he's still going. It stemmed from the 60s, that great love generation. Viva la revolution! But the revolution and the causes he fought for had left him running, going nowhere, just running, doing things teenagers might regret. And my mother, lost, left at the bottom of a gallon of Chablis, never to return, never to return. When I lived by the sea, that vast, blue, questioning horizon, I used to swim past the breakers and challenge God. Send your mighty wave, send your apocalyptic sharks, send your fatal heart attack. And he would leave me there, acting like a fool. My mind has come up, and it's stuck, choking hard, frozen in rush hour thoughts, and the exhaust is killing me.
Poet number 10, who will round up the end here of round 1, is Dannon Joe.
Darla speaks from level 5. It's all the same, most men. Some men, they beat you even if they love you. Some only love you in that way, you know. One bad man, he on the TV, he take all my kids away from me. But the God is distinct. TV man take all my kids. He said, the God's will. I later find out God is distinct. Other men bring me to where I be now. They're just man, nothing to them. Here I meet the doc man. He a good man, doc man. He listens, oh, not for long, but most men never listens at all. Anyways, I was happy with the doc man. He gave us all here a clanging machine that makes a noise when you put a coin in it. Now I've seen these before, but I get the feeling this is special. I always heard we special people here. And guess what else he done for me? Doc man gonna make the stake fix my feet. They got cracks in them. Cracks so the blood can get out. When I turn 40, I no bleed into woman's place no more. The girl at the clinic, she say that just fine, but I'm an old woman. And I knows better. I knows the blood got to come out. And I knows it's got to come out somehow. And it did. Recently, I meet another good man. He a golden child with hair and eyes like chestnut trees. He got a big, goofy grin. I trust him. He don't say too much, but he did say he glad the state wanna fix my feet. I tell you, secret man, I tell you, but you hush. I done told the dock man my secret, and he got all mad at me. He said it ain't never gonna happen. My secret is I know that the good man, the golden child, I think he works for the state. I think he's gonna make the bad man on the TV give my kids back to me. I hope so. I thought a bit when the dock man get all mad at me. Maybe he ain't such a good man after all. I watch the TV every day at 9:30, see if the golden child come through for me and get my kids back. He ain't yet, but maybe he forgot. After all, he's still just a man. I was happy today, for on this day, the state wanna fix my feet, just like the dock man said they was. But I worried a bit inside. I decided I ain't gonna tell the dock man, well, so he don't get mad at me again. But I'll worry, because I know something. I know deep down inside that even after my feet is fixed, the blood still got to come out. It got to come out somehow.
Poet number 2, round 2, Morty Newmark.
Goat Rock. Goat Rock juts up into the sky from the ocean floor, power, bull-like, square-faced, with a ruddy complexion and a flat top it stands, bolted and firm, monolith of the Pacific Northwest on the coast of Sonoma, cold winds whipping its hide for all it's worth, not much as it puffs out its chest, granite, hard, for millions of years. Water washes foaming at its feet, wet, dripping, droplets each laden with the gift of salt, mined from prehistoric times when all there was water, salt, and rocks like this goat. As we opened the car door and felt the rush of cold, we bundled and headed down the beach, the waves and foam pulverizing the earth into fine sandy, smooth grains of silk that slip through our toes, cool and life-giving. Feels good to be home. Not much changes between the blink of an eye and a gnat biting a whale's ass, and even though some 20-odd years have passed between now and when we used to stroll with our young children, screeching howls of glee upon finding the perfect rock, feather, stick, or shell, the yesterdays seem to fold up into the present like some huge car rear-end collision of time on life's freeway, a 20-car deal ending with the rear of the last, now part of the first, as we stare at the pure blue crystal sky, punctuated with white gulls gliding, perfect landings, checking out the scape for food and friendship, leaving feathers for us to paint our hats and hair, staring at sand mounds, looking for perfect rocks and shells. We glide our consciousness over every pebble, leaving none unturned, eyes squinting, hair blowing, wind racing, ears rushing, looking out to the white-capped sea at 4 o'clock west as it crashes to its death on the backs of glacial boulders, mercilessly atomized into spray and sucked into the mouth of the wind, along with our memories, standing thoughtless out of time's teeth at Goat Rock.
Poet number 3, Stephen Scott.
Hi. My poem is called The Special at the Cosmic Kitchen Cafe. I saw this great plate. I asked what it was. Special of the day. I said I wanted one of those, but when it came, it wasn't quite the same. The spuds were mashed, not fried. The fish was broiled, and it still had its eye. On me, it seemed trays, the plates stuck to their places. We stood up, tried to change our luck by switching seats. It didn't do a bit of good. Our food just followed us. We tried to feed each other what we had. With every bite of fish, he got dripped grease, and mine grew eyes along its sides. We had to stop. We asked to see the cook. He took off his apron smeared with blood and stood by us. He laughed. He said, of course we didn't like what we were served. He said folks always got what they deserved. And when we cleaned our plates, we get our just desserts. Thank you.
And our next poet, poet number 4, is Dan and Joe.
John Wilkes Booth meets the Beatles. Existentialism ate my dog. It is not the fault of my dog. She was minding her own thing, sniffing a rabbit, dreaming of dinner. Suddenly she thinks, why do I exist? How is it that I am? When I think of rabbit, why do I define it as rabbit? How do I prove that I am nothing more than a figment of my own crotch-sniffing imagination? She barked once, scratched to the plea, and disappeared from existence, leaving me to the mercy of my 3 cats. Fluffy Benedict Arnolds, the lot of them. They're all plotting against me. I write this in secret, but I know. It's the gleam in their eyes when I get home late and I forget to feed them. It's that stray piece of cat on the floor. It's when I bend down to pet them and they attack my hair. But mostly, it's the blueprints I found in the back bedroom, underneath a stash of catnip and beer. I drank the beer, I burned the catnip, and used the blueprints to rewrite history, to make it PC, to make the dialogue more interesting, to give it a modern musical score. I'd stage the Lincoln assassination like Cats, The Miserable, or Jesus Christ Superstar. John Wilkes Booth does a triple twirl into the president's balcony. She loves you, Wade. Bang! Yeah.
Lost, tangled, torn, confused, untethered, unhinged, undone. Loss of things I held so close. Cornerstones moved, guideposts obscured. Sacred burial ground of ancestral values overturned. Pain, wild pain, blinding search to gain some ground. Any point of reference, solace, refuge from this storm that threatens to drown my identity. Lost now, but never be found. Reality's face too huge, too cruel to deal with in this form, offering barbs and spears, salt to grind in my hanging wounds. Pain, reference, untethered, escape, the sub-commander stand ready now, 30-degree down bubble, dive, don't stop in this fifth eject till you hit bottom and run aground on glass. The rocket scientist tearing paper matches in pairs of 2, glass pipe, Brillo, melted rock. Countdown, ignition, Houston, we have liftoff. Red line retro overdrive, blue-white flaming presence, eating up black hole space. Destination oblivion. I am architect, archangel and artist, painting my own Monet. Dabble with strokes and muted lines, a J.D. crack and Buddha tie, painting a pleasant picture in which I can live, complete with border and frame. To offer a form of reference, a guidepost, shelter from the acid rain and emotional smog that burns my eyes, chokes my lungs and sears my very brain. The painting complete, perfect, the frame sturdy and strong. All of it starts spinning, slipping, sliding, held only in place by more. Moment by moment struggle to keep the illusion alive, intact. My only shelter, my very life held in place by the properly timed joint. Shot of courage, any flavor of brand, and a nice fat bag of rocks. No price too high, no risk too great. Stock the bottles up before they close. Throw the empties in the corner, keep me numb. Spark up the crack and watch the pile grow. A monument to my pain, the monastery of misery. Chase the purple haze and French kiss the sky as my world falls down around me from rubble into dust. Trajectory falling. Rockets fail to fire, cash flow sources running dry, re-entry imminent, reality imminent. Oh my God, I'm falling, damn it to hell, I'm losing my high! Faces into focus, the haze is lifting. Players take the stage of tough love intervention, and reality comes to being as a savage rebel yell. Fades.
Okay, ready for poet number 9, Brenda Moosey.
My muse was imprisoned once, 6 months encased in stone outside of Hebron. She learned to sleep through torture, to smile as they split her tongue. She no longer throws stones or hoists unfurled flags. She was shipped by night, north across the Dog River, north over the Shuf Mountains to be lost by the sea. She's lived by day, picks almonds and olives for the greengrocer's cart, feeling the heft, judging by weight and estimating the knot of Goliath's head. She follows simple orders now, incapable of schemes. By night, she crouches on jutting parapets older than her name, and her split tongue ululates a spiral song to the moon. Full of her throat like stream, the waves carry it to sea. I can no longer care for the dying, can no longer grasp the hand to wash and drown and throw out the lifeline. Someone is slipping away, can no longer lose contact and feel nails rip into the meat of the palm. My muse sits in her garden, a pillow to her back, a baby to her breast under the gray barb of dappling green shadows from a coastal sky. She sits in the garden, a white porcelain bowl nestles to her hip, nearly tipping from fruit, and she cradles a fig in her outstretched palm, and its brown leather ripe and pendulant. She bites into crimson sweetness in a honey flows. God, the honey fruit flows down the back of her throat, and she crunches the seeds in her feet. I can no longer care for the dying, can no longer bear to mirror their eyes when I find them face pressed to the floor, buggered and bloody, when they know finally and for certain that they are mortal after all. My muse seems like a feet of mystics. She finds the quarried stone bed of St. Hermon conducive to her dreams of raging angels and gates of fire and vengeful eyes winking in the palms of mothers wailing Egyptian cotton of her youth. She is swathed in black that swirls about her ankles like the smoke from the burning tires of her drone. It is her way of mourning. It is her way of shutting all the doors. Oh, my muse in visions has walked to the edge of a dying world. She has stood and wept in the streets of Majayum. She stood at the peak of Mount Hermon, her bones still sore from the dead saint's bed. She saw the wind catch her shroud and her veil and her love of the black, black cloth and stripped it from her shoulders. She watched as the wind makes magic from tradition. The Jalabia fluttered like a large crow in flight, and she was laughing, and she was falling. I can no longer Thanks.
Reader number 10, last in this round, is Marty Evans.
About a near-death experience I had. It's entitled Obligatory Viper Poem Number 3, The Homecoming. In those days just before I died, passed through the dark spinning tunnel, I was turning in my sleep, dreaming some grand premonition about plane crashes. The fuselage breaking apart in midair with me strapped into the seat, falling through turbulence and wreckage, thunderhead streaked with lightning. I was harder than the earth when I hit, got up laughing, fist raised in glory, bathed in light, feeling the surge of holy fire pulsing through my veins like adrenaline-coated ground glass. I lived! In those days before I died, I felt bound by my own flesh, betrayed by perceptions of this human shell. I was losing weight fast, eating vegetables and white crosses, walking around lightheaded and glowing, thinking I was on the edge of greatness and the secrets of some grand design. In the evenings, I would take off on my gleaming chrome wind chariot, all full choke and throttle pipes rumbling beneath me, headed for the setting sun, the separation between dark and light, that crack between worlds, where the combustion of V-twin pistons, in synchronicity with my humming psychic wavelength, would hit the twilight at just the right moment, and I would rise up with the western wind, ripped from the pavement like a sword from the stone, to take my seat at the right hand of God. One fateful night, my notions trapped me, blind from my delusion of nearly finding truth. It was ego and desire that sent me racing toward the door of the other world. I saw the hole open, felt the invisible surge of energy, and gave it full throttle with the thrust of 1,200 cc's of engine, aimed for the door of the spirit world. I went smack into a 74 Cutlass Spring. I felt myself hit hard, falling from grace, falling fast through a hurricane wind in that black tunnel, landing on the asphalt, crumpled in the heat, my body broke in lucid breath. On fire! I'm dying! Later in the hospital, under the influence of morphine, I swore off motorcycles forever, to grieving parents, friends, lovers. 3 years later, the experience was fading, starting to seem absurdly commonplace, as if it could happen to anybody. I rebuilt that cycle along with the pieces of my broken being and got back on my horse again. But this time, it was different. I was thoroughly grounded, connected rider to pegs, engine to frame, tires to road. Filled with exhilaration, I passed the area where that black tunnel had been. I am not struck down, unlicensed cycle and baffleless drag pipes police don't notice. Riding into Silent Springs, I am elated with the scenery, at peace connected to rolling green hills. Gliding into Springdale, I have arrived amidst the masses of traffic, fast food restaurants, and the smell of factories and diesel fuel. With a humble heart and limp in my stride, for the first time in a long time, I am coming home. Thanks.
three. Reader number one, are you ready? Dan and Joe.
Mechanical beat. Crazy driven rhythm forward pumps. Sweating, churning, shaking for $1. Put the 5-spot in her panties. Don't be afraid, it's okay. She gets paid to let you do that sort of thing. She expects that you can touch it, feel the energy twitching in your brain. These are thoughts in your head as you ride in a white sedan. Turning corners, need to get back uptown. You cough at the smoke from the cabs. You are lucky to be in such a fine white car, which is loaded with shakes and stutters. He murmurs, that man who you're sure is a ghost. He doesn't quite seem to be all there. He comes, goes, whispers words, tries to scares you, reminds you, you sad. You are reminded what it was like to be a kid, ostracized. You thought you'd never be with a girl. No real kids would ever touch you back when you thought you were less of a man. And the ghost guy smiles. He makes you nervous, as if to wonder if the energy you're letting go is feeding his. God, what a weird thought. Why do you have these weird thoughts? What are you doing in a white car with the music loud so that your head hurts? You're thinking of that stripper, of that girl when she shook up against your chest. Her breasts were so close you could have kissed them, but you didn't. It's not that kind of bar here. You can only watch. Go somewhere, jerk. Off and side. The ghost guy is laughing at your humiliation. You think you know who the enemy is. It's that guy who you thought was your friend, but now he's all messed up. Ruined your sabbatical little weekend. Took your girl, drank your wine, your fierce bullet eyes. The demon waking up. The heat makes you thirsty, irritated. You hurl bad words at the ghost, at your friend. They both are laughing. You are sliding. Remember that? Remember skidding on the wet concrete? Don't you recall that slide into the metal side? The ghost was never there. The stripper, someone's memory years ago. And your friend is the advocate. But you don't care. You're affected, wrecked, in sorry state. You can't move. You're back, but the pain's not so bad. They gave you this machine. The pulses and block all the signals of pain in your nerves so they never reach your brain. And you think like the pulse, like the rhythm, and like a machine. You don't want to shut off. You just wish you could move, twirl, go kicking in the air. Just a soul filled with rhythm like a drum.
Sloan Davis.
I killed my television. It was either me or it. I did it swiftly, and I buried it in the backyard, where the authorities of conformity and the thought police will never find out and prosecute me for murdering a defenseless and harmless thing. But it wasn't harmless. It was the embodiment of pure evil, striking down my creativity and lust for life. It was hypnotizing me into submission with its 30-minute quick fix answer on some sitcom reality where canned laughter rolls off of hatred, rising from an idiot one-liner. Where $20,000 luxury car ads defecate or gotta have buy now deals on the porch of my mind. Where tons of flapping tongues interview every redneck hillbilly below the Mason-Dixon line about their incestuous drug-taking, beer-drinking, bar-brawling, dog-kicking, wife-cheating, husband-beating. I don't know how to get it on live. Where Big Brother shows his face in the form of a third-rate actor in a movie called You Narc Them, We Bust Them, form of desensitized entertainment. Where fresh air, rolling beaches, cloud-piercing mountains, haired thick forest come to me through a 19-inch lifeline. So yes, I did it. And I'm glad I did it, and I'll do it again. Because I'm finally free. Free, I say. I'm going to move up to Montana and rent the Unabomber's cabin. I'm going to wash my hands free of modern society. Except, well, I'm gonna need to bring my computer. You see, listen, using a typewriter is barbaric, let alone freehand. That's slipping into the darkness. And I'll need my phone because, well, for internet access, I gotta have email. And I'm gonna actually need to keep my microwave because the only thing I've ever learned to cook on a stove is to boil some water. And I'm definitely keeping my $9,000 receiver, tape deck, CD player, and speakers because I gotta have my tunes, man. But I'm free! Do you hear? Free, damn it! Free! Thank you.
It's Brenda Moody.
I need to explain what a pump jack is for folks that are not from East Texas. A pump jack is one of those little devices that goes like this, pulls the oil out of the ground, and they go all the damn time. Okay, this poem is called East Texas Trilogy. Oh man, I tell you what, it was the hunt. It was the hunt that we loved. It was little Jimmy. He was crouching in the bushes. God damn, that boy could draw a bead on the blood in a white dove's eye. It was Jake and Esau running through the barbed wire, hidden from the bear, chasing the hostile love of trees. And it was me, hired done, fishing for cat and snap and turtle. That boy didn't want no turtle meat. You know, he was just cracking their backs for spite. That's how me and Daddy, little Jim, shoved our freezing fingers in the split belly of a 12-point buck. God, overhead, geese was flying in a V formation, and over yonder the dogs bayed. Damn Jack's gonna thump forever, thump. That's what the old man said, thump. Stroke through the hole in the dirt, thump. Time to washing in the tub, thump. Make beat to a bad man's loving, thump. Make sounds that ring in my ear, thump. Like to make me crazy, thump. And goddamn Jack's gonna thump forever. Last Thursday, while she was cleaning the dish, Sister Merlin got sanctified. Her hand took on bits of cornmeal, and she just went, oh! Well, from that day on, the Spirit caught her in its holy net, and she signified when she working, and she signified when she play, and she go, when it happens, when it happens, when it happens, when it happens. God, we're going to be so surprised we can't hardly shake the grass stains from our sheets when it happens. When it happens, we ain't gonna be able to get the children out of Bethlehem because the ground's too soft, y'all. No too late then, no time to calculate. When it happens, we're gonna fly through the door. No time to grab the jackets of your auntie's quilt, because when the time comes, we're gonna be spiraling through the sunshine. They're gonna be tongues of fire looking at our heels. Whew. Faster than an eye blink and quicker than a thief in the night when it happens.
Seat of Scott.
people ask me how I got started writing poetry. Well, this is more or less how it happened. I call this writer's block, no easy way out. So you think you'll go for a fun guy, deep brusque voice, large rough hands, seamless storyteller. He's here for you since you called and left God a message. Need to work through writer's block. Any technique appreciated, desperate, will even take on new lover if necessary. Well, here's your reply. Watch him lower his perfect round butt into your life. Remember, it's just stuffed with the tools of his real trade. He's not just any mechanic, he's your torture master. He'll torque your mind until all your synapses just snap to attention. He'll get you all tuned up, take you for a test drive on the Autobahn, then park you in a dark garage for months at a time. But although he can't spell and hates to read, especially poetry, he will coax dozens of poems out from between your waiting lips. He's your torture master. Now you'll always write about him. Thanks. Morty Newmark.
In October of 1995, there was the Million Man March. I was very impressed. Marching men, 1 million. They came on Monday, the 16th day into the month of October. They showed, hearing the black call of the black voice, some from the black hole, for the black cause, because they're black men. They came. 440 years had stood between them and Monday. From the day they stepped onto that first ship of slaves, they felt, contained, ordered, worked, used, whipped, beaten down, strung up to dry like some meat slab you stripped of all life and dignity and decency devoid, dry, rotting in the sun, almighty sun. Monday, the first day up, yawning from the long nap taken after the first march of 1,000 steps, 1,000 miles, 10,000 speeches, millions of dreams, and whipped up and raised from the dead by St. Martin, the Reverend King, who while the black man slept, casted his net, collecting dreams, made the white male scream, shaking off that long slumber from their strong, proud shoulders, kicking their feet free from shackles that bruised, their ankles sore, yes. Black Monday was no dismal day on Wall Street, but bright, shining for black folk to see. Farrakhan calls the last 440 white supremacy manipulation. The next 440, better get your act together, brother. Quit doping, drinking, beating your sister down. Start loving, caring, supporting black in your community. And Whitey, watch out. The black bear is up, out from its hibernating cave, powerful, strong, and conscious. A new wind is blowing, a wild card in the mix, sending shivers down political spines and viruses into the hearts of transnationals' corporate computers. There they were, the Black Sea, over 1 million waves cresting on the shores of the Capitol steps, the marginalized, disenfranchised, some hopeless, all hungry for more than crumbs, shaved off the crumbs of the crumbs from the crumbs falling from the table of the rich, white male. Yes, they said, by their very presence at the seat of world power. Let's begin the end of divide and conquer, of injecting our veins with dope imported by our government, secret, keeping us weak and apart and poor and bleeding and fighting each other ourselves. It's time to wake up and smell that freshly ground, roasted hot cup of powerful black coffee brewing on our fire. Bill, you're sick and don't know how to cure what ails you. Newt and Bob, watch out. out your evil. We're hip. And brothers, this is our day in the sun, shining 1 million.
Final poet in our final round, Lisa Martinovich.
This poem is dedicated to anybody who ever gets tired of doing the right thing. It's called Maybe I Just Need a Virtual Binge. Damn, it happened again last night. I try to shut it out, but I can't. Every time I see a movie like Thelma and Louise or Natural Born Killers, I leave the theater transformed into a budding sociopath. My long, dormant trigger finger itching once again to go on a crime spree. I want to grab my boyfriend's AK-47 and a bottle of Jack Daniels, steal me a fast car, and start financing a road trip with late-night 7-Eleven holdups, and I want to go now. But it's not supposed to be this way. I've already done my decade of heroin and whoring, seizures and psychedelics. I've followed up with umpteen years of therapy, amends, whole grains, rigorous honesty. I thought I was through exercising my shadow. I thought I was on the high road from here on in. I fully expected my development trajectory to head straight up. That I was going to be ever more spiritually evolved until eventually I'd reach enlightenment. Maybe in this lifetime. But no. Suddenly, all I want to do is smoke a joint and start candy and eyeball searing Technicolor. Hardly the mature Buddha response to life's pressures. But from where I sit, it looks mighty appealing. I am all out, tired of contorting my flesh into yoga pretzels every morning, meditating like some Dalai Lama wannabe at night, and making amends every time I fart, crooked, or even think an unsavory thought about some sorry-ass son of a bitch who truly deserves it. I am very nearly brain dead from trying unsuccessfully to figure out God's will for me, and from staying so all-fired, perpetually conscious I could scream a red-hot hole through the roof of every church, mosque, synagogue, temple, and 12-suit meeting on the planet. Sometimes I'm even tired of writing poetry. I want to speed into a bloody southwest sunset with a tattooed drug dealer in a convertible filled with banned weapons and killer weed, leaving a trail of mayhem and baffled cops in our wake, and just as we're about to go hurtling off the edge forever... Shit, I can't go through with it. Back home, I come down on brown rice. I'm not willing to pay the price of abandon, so every moment of every day, I pay the price of consciousness. Times like this, I'm just not sure what costs more. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to read the top 4 winners are the ones who are going to represent the Ozarks in August in Portland, Oregon. Or they're eligible to. Now, and so I'm going to read the top 4. We ranked everyone else, and the readers can come up if they want to find out where they're ranked. Number 4. Winner number 4 was Morty Newmark. And his score was 84.00. Mike Corman was number 3 with 85. Number 2, Sloan Davis. 87.83. And number 1 place goes to Lisa Martinovich.
I am a veteran. I lost both legs in Vietnam.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
My victory was getting my benefits and a good education.
DAV helps veterans of every generation get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran. I didn't want to admit it, but I have PTSD.
So veterans can reach victories, great and small.
My victory was finding help and learning that I wasn't alone.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Motorcycle riders are our neighbors, friends, the banker, restaurant chef, and maybe the pastor in your local church. More motorcycles are on the road than ever before in Arkansas, and it's time we started looking out for them. Look back a second time before you make that turn, or before you pull out in an intersection. It might take 2 seconds, but it just might save a neighbor's life. Take 2 for Arkansas. It's worth it. Look twice for motorcycles. A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
I'm Samuel Totten, and you're watching Fayetteville Public Access Television.
He was a cowboy who came drifting into town. She was a local girl who hadn't been around. He was passing through. In a week or maybe 2, he'd be gone. She said, sit down and talk to me. Tell me of the things you've known. She said, tell me of the things that you like the best. Tell me of the things I've never known. The local girl and the cowboy, they both knew they'd found a friend. He was tired of drifting, and this might be the time to settle down. She said, settle down and stay with me. I'll show you things you've never known. We won't ever be alone, and you will always have a home. She said, tell me of the things that you like the best. Tell me of the things I've never known. She said, tell me of the things that you like the best. Tell me of the things I've never known.
This poem is called Not What I Imagined, and it is for Stephen. I await the spinning of the wheel. This is not what I imagined. This is not what I had planned. I've been saving bottles of peroxide and henna, blue dye and strawberry gold. I wanted our balding gray heads to spout outrageous burps of color, the blooms of gaudy flowers. I wanted to be shocking in my old age, and I wanted you to show me how. You drove by my house last night. I know it was you. I recognized those hot pink tail fins dragging after your Cadillac like Isadora's scarves. You had the radio turned up so loud that the dogs howled and the music ruffled up my sleep. I think it was a funky salsa. I know it was the blues. They said he rocked you like a baby while you were cruising through the void, that you parted them veils as easy as a hot knife parts butter, that you slipped out that door with barely a hidey-do, and that you left him holding shadow when he thought he was holding you. Next month, I bet you'll pop into my dreams. Maybe it'll be the dream where I rob that cowboy in the tight-fitting jeans, or the one where I sprout wings and fly solo over the Sea of Cortez. But there you'll be, grinning like the devil, flirting with my heroes, and I'll know once again that this is not what I imagined. This is not what I had planned. I wanted to be shocking in my old age, and you were supposed to show me how. Thank you.
A player's rundown of the game. Sex is a game. It can be played using highballs and lipstick, handicaps, tip-offs and annies, passes, touchdowns, home runs, fresh powder, strategy, strength, and a good eye. Players are allowed to play indoors, in fields, or in the road. They are not required to stay in bounds. The score is kept, and everyone is a referee. Nobody is benched for missing practice, but all who show for the game should be pumped up, enthusiastic, with a sincere belief that sex is good, clean fun, that sex is not essential like sleep, dreaming, food, or communion.